Thank you. Well, you got it more or less right. In Estonia, I was actually working in, I would say, semi-banking sector, so it was my pleasure to be the Chief Executive Officer of the Estonian Export and Credit Guarantee Fund, which is the export agency of Estonia and the one which is providing support for small business finance. And then indeed, as Estonia became part of the European Union, I applied and was selected as one of the directors working in the Commission. And here I am 11 years later. I've become the Deputy Director General in one of the parts of the European Commission. And you may not know, but the Joint Research Center, JRC, is actually a very specific part of the European Commission. It is the part which deals with research. And I think as such, it's really a very unique organization, since we are part of the European decision-making and legislation preparing arm, so the European Commission, but at the same time, we are actually a fully fledged research organization. So my colleagues, and many hundreds of them, in fact, are full-time researchers. And we are here in this country now actually for a couple of days for fact-finding. We have been visiting the national ministries, notably the Ministry of Economic Affairs, and then the one today on the social affairs, and one on education and research. And we are here exactly for this purpose, to actually find out how the e-government is working and how the whole society is becoming the digital society, what we all talk about, but not so many of us have actually experienced. And I must say the 2 days have been really, even for me, although I have, of course, I come from the country, have been really eye-opening on many regards. It's very, very interesting to see how the availability of these technologies on a broad scale really change even the social norms. So if previously everybody was, the natural thing was to go somewhere, have a stamp, have a paper in your hand, then no, this is no longer the natural way. The natural way nowadays is go online and things will get all sorted out online in a very quick and efficient way. So we are here indeed with a team, and why we are here is straightforward. European Commission is very much promoting the digital economy and digital society. And of course, where else to look for it? One comes and searches for the ideas from the best. And Estonia is clearly among those countries where the digital society and notably e-government is, of course, very much advanced. You have definitely heard through these days here the level of penetration where the people using banking, for example, it's all now on electronic and so on and so forth, e-schools and all kinds of applications for e-government. So we came to see what could we learn from it and what could we take back as messages. I understand that in the room here we have people from 50 countries or so, and I'm very happy that you have also taken the time to come to this part of the Europe and to learn from the experience of how the applications of the technologies can help the society to be more efficient and actually provide services to the citizens. To this extent that now the e-residency concept which is being developed will even provide a state as a service beyond the borders of Estonia to people who would like to use the state as a service. So one of the points I wanted to bring back fresh in your memory is something we heard about yesterday. The example where the Estonian Tax Bureau or Taxation Office was here presenting the way how they are changing the approach. And I believe this is actually one of the very good examples how this new way of thinking is really taking root. So we are not only talking about new technologies, we are in fact talking really about a very important transformation, and the relationship between the state and citizen are really transformed by this new digital way of approaching it. You heard yesterday that the taxation office here is no longer, or at least aims no longer to be the feared taxman who comes and collects money and always finds something which is done wrong. But the other way around, they are trying to become really advisory body, and to the extent that for smaller businesses, even offering accounting services. So for us, in the policy making end in the European Commission, this is actually a very interesting example to learn from, and to try to understand how in this society these type of changes are happening, who is triggering it, how are the people getting ready to accept it, and of course also underneath what kind of technologies, how do we provide the necessary security of data, the privacy issues, and so on and so forth. So in the Joint Research Center where I work in the Commission, we do have research on really broad range of issues, starting from cybersecurity and ending with how the society is changing and how the environment is changing and so on. So today I hope that it's not only me taking home some interesting messages from this e-government conference, but also you would have something you can share with colleagues, and would bring you back to this country and would bring you back to Europe for those of you who are from further away. I do hope that with this new e-government knowledge, we will make the state much more available, the support much more available to our citizens, and we will make the life of our citizens easier. Everybody will have more time for their either work or family, and not spend useless time on just filling in forms and sending in papers and running from one office to another. So I wish you all good luck in implementing the e-government modalities in your countries, and thank you for coming.